So hi everyone, welcome to our lab 12, that is secure shell. Today we're gonna learn about all about secure shells. Basically secure shell is all about accessing a terminal with the permissions. Without a permission you can't access the terminal to another client server. So let's dive into our lab 12. So this is the learning outcomes. First of all, we should install and enable secure cell SSH in Ubuntu, and then we install our Paramico library. Basically, Paramico library is included with networking SSH and SFTP's commands all in one library lah. That's why we should include Paramico library in our PyCharm, and then we execute it, and then we generate the SSH key to use to our authorization to remote login. So we should prepare two environment, two sides. First server side, and another one is client side. We gonna play along with server and client. We're gonna connect with servers and clients, and we accept the request and further along lah. So first of all, make sure you ping your window from a window to your Ubuntu. My Ubuntu's IP is 10. This is my Ubuntu's IP. So make sure you guys can ping the Ubuntu from your Windows to make sure it will reply lah. So it's successfully ping, so it will be connected. And then the second step is installing Paramico in our PyCharm. And to install it, we just install Paramico thing. But in my PC, it won't work because I'm not sure what's the reason. But I use this command sudo apt install Paramico, like Python t Paramico, and it's done. Yeah, I already installed. Input your password to install it. I'm successfully installed. So yeah, this is the command. And then to check the version, you should type like Python 3 c import Paramico. So what's the version of the Paramico we installed? My version is 2.12.0. It's a quite old version, but still okay. It can function. It can function. And the second thing is like we're gonna enable SSH client as a server on Ubuntu. So both sides lah. So you type SSH, and then we can see all the usage of the SSH lah. And then it's already encrypted, so it's a command in Ubuntu. And then before the starting the installation, check the SSH server has already been installed or not. Like make sure it's already installed or not. If not, means like go and install lah. So you press SSH local server, it'll show connect to the host local server port 22. Connection refused means not installed yet. So go and install now. So make sure you update and upgrade before you install, because a lot of upgrades up a lot of things are occurred in Ubuntu, right? So make sure you update your system before you're downloading it, and then you're gonna update sudo apt update, and then take a while and upgrade it. Yeah, and then you try to install the OpenSSH server lah. Sudo apt install OpenSSH server in our server side. We got two sides, right? In Ubuntu we got two servers. First server we use for client, and the other server we use for server as well. And you input the password, and then you're gonna think you've already installed. And then we check the status of the uh, server and client. So first of all, when I check the server, means will blocked by firewall utilities. It says status is inactive, so it's as usual lah. So to check the firewall things, so you type sudo ufw is for firewall. We should allow the firewall to non-block the unauthorized access lah. So the rules are updated. The rules are v6. And yeah, when you again type the command sudo service ssh status, the status will active. See, the status active, loaded with task 1, the memories will show that when it's loaded, when it's activated, and all the things are related to the SSH. And then successfully you configured the initial parts. And then we're gonna dive into we check the status of the port of 22 is our port status. But the thing is, in my Ubuntu, port 22 is already been used. When I type connect to port 22, it's refused, because from my research I figured out that my Ubuntu is already using port 22, so I can't use port 22. So in this case, in my case, it used port 2222. So alternatively lah, so I should use this port to connect with my server local host lah. So yeah, I'm using port 2222, either like 22 other than 22. And then we check what's the directory. It's not this one, but directory is ssh to see all the list of the thing like sh config. Yeah, we got the keys. We already did in our previous lab. I'm not sure, but I have used these commands before. I think penetration testing, right? I'm not sure. So IPA, we should check the IP address of Ubuntu. We already check and up, and this is our IP, and then we try to connect the SSH server, testing the SSH server from the local host. So see, when I connect it, it will like connect host local server port 82 connection refused. And I used my iPad itself also, it's showing the same output as connected refuse. So I'm using this command ssh negative p to pick, and then 2222, and sujen is local server, and then now we can connect it. And we should change a bit configuration lah in etc ssh, the command line. This port is 22. It already changed, like already told change default port 22 to something unique. This 22 is a default port, so I think that's why I've been used this for a long time. Good. I'm not sure. And then make the password authorization yes. So disable it to log in using SSH key, and then public authorization is yes as well. And then same thing, we set the environment. We're gonna check, and the PWE, it's the directory. Home directory. We should grab SSH. We've got dot in front of, means it means private files. You can't access directly when you are going to the downloads files, or you should access you got a particular steps to access the private file. Remember, you've got the dot in front of any commands, means it's a private file. And then this same directories, we check the directory in our home Idavati Doctor's name is my directory, and then the files and names we got in the directory. So content of the thing before we are login session lah. And then we're gonna remote login using Ubuntu host option 1. You're gonna use option 1 fqdn as basically to show our fqdn. The mine is sujen network programming, and then when you click it, like use the command and port 2222, it will connect it lah. Connected like last login is it included the last login as well. And then PWE, the status, and then CS local CA. It's a mistake actually. Okay, first go into the local server, and then list all the things we are got in the local server. We got a public key, a server cert, and in previous we did certs, right? So that's all. And then when you exit it, means like it's log out, connection to the local server closed. So the secure shell is closed, and when we are exited lah. And this is a client side. Basically, this is a server side. We got two sides, right? So client side and the server side. Okay, the content of thing PWE to show the SSH files. Like we're gonna grab SSH lah to see the cert of the thing. We're gonna grab the CD and then list out all the things lah. Like known, they got a known host for us. So to see the cert of the ring, we gonna cat and known host. We can it already encrypted, and then checking the host key. It's basically checking host key, known host, and Ubuntu client. And then we make sure that to remote login from our window host, we make sure our client side is installed in our Windows. Okay, you go to the command prompt of a window and then type winver. It will show the version lah, the Windows 11, and then they got option 2 also. Go to the settings and app features and optional. You can see the OpenSSH client. If there's OpenSSH client, means already installed, and then when I install, see it installed, so no problem. We can directly connect from your Windows to Ubuntu. The command prompt, not this one. So type it and it will show the command prompt lah. The same thing we did in our Ubuntu. Now we're gonna do in our Windows. We are not using Ubuntu now. We're using Windows to connect with our Ubuntu server. FQDN, sujen network programming, same thing. And then okay, in our Windows, right, we go into our settings and there's a file, there's a name. You go and copy paste this one in your files and you show a known host the file. Just click the non host. You will see the things like your IP addresses, the encrypted key, what key are using, and then all related information related to known host. And then FQDN using putty. And then okay, we gonna create a code right now. It's a window assignment lah. The code is like TLS server hello host. Basically, it will show the connection, and then if you receive means say received lah from another server. It's our thing, Doctor Swan, to check the thing. The Python client server, TLS client, already in below lah. So first thing we gonna secure file. Okay, next thing is like secure file transfer protocol. We gonna create a file. We're gonna put a video that doctor gave into the file, and we're gonna transfer the file to the server and client. We vice versa lah. I'm gonna create a file in your Windows. In your Ubuntu. Yeah, we will install the test montage from Dr. gave in Putra Blast. You just go and download, and then just input the file. Go to the thing, and then you will connect to the secure transfer file protocol, and then you play along with it lah. Like help, this is our command related to, and then the directory, and go to the PyCharm programming, and then we can see the client hello, right? So go to the client hello, and then upload to the file. To this is our command. Is the command cd pwe, and then test montage. You just put like put test montage.mp4, and then it will loading montage to the test local drive of our test montage. So it already successfully uploaded. To make sure it go to the LDS testing file to show the things like where's the test montage file is located. Yeah, test montage file, this one. Okay, this is I will upload the downloaded file using STP, the same thing. This one we're gonna upload the file again to the server right now. Put same thing, but make sure you're going to the local host and then put the file. And then last, we're using a netbook tool 1 ssh client.py. You're gonna write a code. Basically this code will do ask your username and password, and then the command that you are needed, and then it will connect to the client and server directly lah. So client at this one, remote login to the server. They got two client and server, right? Client and server. And then these are the directories. This is the code of SSH client py. We gonna import get pass to input it. Paramico SSH port 22. Port 22 is a default port. So in my case, I'm using 2222. So you should change lah. Before logging into the thing. If not means it won't work out. And then you're gonna run the username, password, ask for the client, and connect using username and password, and execute the command. And then as well as this is our commands lah, main name, the input of the, to make sure the input of the client is correct. So make sure to enter the target host, enter the username, same as here. In my case, I will ask for the port first. Like the default port is 22, but we should ask the user either the default port is 22 or using a different port. In my case, I'm using 2222, right? So that's why. And then go to the PyCharm projects in our thing, and then connect to the server. Talking to the SSH client. This is our target host, my Ubuntu server. Ubuntu server, yeah, local host. My name is Sujen, and enter the password. So PWE means like the current directory will show like SSH enters port is 2222. To make sure your port is correct, if I'm type 22 means definitely won't work because 22 is already been used. So yeah, when I enter the it will connect it to the server and show the result. Like PWE is like current directory, there is home sujen. And then if we try another one lah, mkdir, we're gonna create a folder, basically remote. The name is the remote. So 22 is close. When you see it, like we already create the file mkdir remote. Where's the remote? Yeah, this one remote already created. So to make sure it lah. So this is the server pass. This doctor's one lah. We should input our username and password. Is our assignment actually. Go and modify the client hello and server hello. This is our client hello. This is our client side. I mean, this is our server side, and this is my IP address. This is the port number, and then we have to enter the password. And the greetings live not connected means this is our server side. I mean, this is our client side. This is our server side. And then this is my password, and this is my username and password. And then when we are logging it, we should enter our password sujen. And if already confirm means it will connect it to the server. This is a port number, authorization successful for sujen, and greeting hi server. And then the username and password certified successfully, and then the server says hi client, welcome to the client. So it will automatically connect to the server and client lah. And this is how we are initiating. So this is our another code. I mean last one. This is a secure transfer to our client side and server side. We're gonna upload the file. This one port 22, and then we remote login. This is our doctor's one. We gonna this is our local part. This is our thing that we have got in our video montage in PyCharm, right? Yeah. So remote login to put we put the local server. The test montage is in our local server, so we're gonna transfer it into our remote part, and then that's all. And then now we're gonna create a RSA key, a public key for authorization. Use like SSH key link to command to RSA key lah. So gonna create a RSA key. The command is keygen activity RSAB. We're gonna create the key, generate the public key, and then we'll ask for the you want to override or not. It says yes, and then you override. You ask for the same phase again. You just enter. Already created the key. The key is 4096 is the structure of the key, but it's complicated to read as well. And then we list it. We can see the key, authorization key in this. We can write and read for our super user authorization key. And then lastly, we're gonna make sure to copy the key. To see the key, like see copy ID, this is our port number as usual. So enter the password means like key number of key added is 2, because before this I used this key before. I mean before this I added another key, that's why it said 2. And then yeah, we show the key to see the what's the key, authorization key, authorization. This is our SSH login, port number. I think that's all for now. Basically, this is a secure file transfer protocol using two things: secure login and secure file transfer protocol. And I think that's all for now. See you guys in lab 13. That is our last lab, and thank you so much.